Your brain is lying to you, and you don't even realize it. Every day, it plays tricks that can lead you astray. Cognitive biases shape your decisions without you knowing. For instance, the confirmation bias makes you seek information that supports your beliefs, while ignoring facts that contradict them. Surprising, right? Then there are visual illusions. Your eyes may see one thing, but your brain interprets it differently. Ever seen the famous dress that some say is blue and black while others swear it's white and gold? That's your brain at work. Memory isn't as reliable as you think. It's not a perfect recording. It's more like a game of telephone. Each time you recall a memory, it can change. New experiences can distort what you thought you knew. These tricks are not just fascinating. They can impact your life dramatically. Understanding how your brain misleads you can empower you to think more critically. So the next time you feel certain about something, pause and ask yourself, is my brain playing tricks on me? Why do people ignore emergencies when others are around? This question has haunted psychologists for decades. The bystander effect reveals a chilling truth. The presence of others can lead to inaction. Imagine a crowded street where a person collapses. Instead of rushing to help, witnesses freeze, thinking someone else will step in. In the 1960s, the shocking case of Kitty Genovese highlighted this phenomenon. She was brutally attacked in New York City, while 38 witnesses watched from their windows, paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. This tragedy sparked groundbreaking experiments by social psychologists, like Darley and Latounet. They discovered that as the number of bystanders increases, the likelihood of individual intervention plummets. In their studies, participants were less likely to help someone in distress when they believed others were present, showcasing a dangerous diffusion of responsibility. The results were staggering and unsettling. Today, the bystander effect continues to influence behavior in emergencies. Understanding this can empower individuals to act, breaking the cycle of inaction. Will you be the one to step forward when it matters most? Want someone to do something? Tell them not to. Reverse psychology taps into a powerful psychological concept called reactance. When people feel their freedom to choose is threatened, they often react by doing the opposite of what they're told. It's a fascinating twist on human behavior. Imagine a child being told not to eat a cookie. What do? They grab that cookie faster than you can blink. This tactic isn't just for parents. It's used in marketing, relationships, and even negotiations. Think about it. Telling someone they can't have something can make it even more desirable. This is why limited time offers work so well. The moment people feel they might lose out, they jump at the chance. In relationships, using reverse psychology can create intrigue. Instead of pushing someone to open up, suggesting they don't have to, can lead them to share more than ever. It's all about flipping the script and playing with human instincts. So next time you want someone to take action, remember the power of saying no. It might just be the key to unlocking their true desires. Think you're good at judging people? Science says you're probably wrong. First impressions can be shockingly misleading. When we meet someone, our brains kick into high gear, making snap judgments in seconds. But these judgments are often influenced by cognitive biases. Take the halo effect, for example. This happens when one positive trait, like attractiveness, skews our perception of everything else. Suddenly, we think someone is smart or kind just because they have a nice smile. It's fascinating and a bit scary. Then there's confirmation bias. We tend to seek out information that confirms our initial impressions, ignoring anything that contradicts them. This can lead to a distorted view of someone's true character. Imagine meeting a person who seems aloof at first. That cold exterior might hide a warm, caring heart. Yet if we let our first impression rule, we miss out on genuine connections. It's crucial to remember that the first glance is just the tip of the iceberg. Dive deeper, question your instincts, and you might uncover a treasure trove of hidden qualities. Don't let a fleeting moment dictate your understanding of others. Would you ever confess to a crime you didn't commit? You might, and here's why. Innocent people do it all the time. Imagine being in a room, lights glaring down, pressure mounting. Interrogators use tactics designed to break you down. They twist your words, manipulate emotions, and create a sense of urgency. You feel trapped, desperate to escape. In this high-stakes game, the truth becomes murky. False memories can form in an instant. Under stress, the brain can misfire, reshaping reality. Suddenly, you're recalling events that never happened. It's not just about lying, it's about believing your own lies. Studies show that the longer an interrogation lasts, the more likely a person is to crack. The promise of freedom becomes a siren call. Just confess, and you can go home. That's the moment when innocence fades away. The justice system, designed to protect, can turn against the very people it aims to serve. It's a shocking reality that innocent lives can be shattered by a single confession. How can this happen? The answer lies in the psychology of fear, manipulation, and the fragile nature of memory. Why do smart people make really dumb mistakes? It's a puzzling question, isn't it? Even brilliant minds can stumble over the simplest choices. Take the Dunning-Kruger effect, for instance. It's a strange phenomenon where those with limited knowledge often overestimate their abilities. They think they know more than they really do, leading to poor decisions. Then there's decision fatigue. Imagine a day filled with choices. By the time you reach a critical decision, your brain is exhausted. This fatigue can cloud judgment, causing even the brightest individuals to make choices they later regret. Overconfidence bias plays a huge role too. Smart people often trust their instincts too much. They believe they can handle anything, which can lead to reckless decisions. This blend of psychological quirks creates a perfect storm for mistakes. So the next time a genius makes a baffling choice, remember, intelligence doesn't shield anyone from human error. It's a reminder that we're all susceptible to our own minds, no matter how smart we think we are. Remember that embarrassing thing you did years ago? No one else does, yet it plays on repeat in your mind like a bad song. Why is that? It's all about the spotlight effect. We believe everyone is watching us, judging us, but in reality, they're too busy with their own lives. This leads to self-conscious memory bias. Our brains cling to those awkward moments because they feel significant. When you trip in front of a crowd, it's not just a stumble, it's a defining moment in your mind. You replay it, thinking everyone remembers, but they don't. Surprisingly, those cringeworthy moments shape who we are. They teach us humility and resilience. Each awkward encounter becomes a lesson in self-acceptance. Next time you cringe at a memory, remember, it's a shared human experience. Everyone has their own embarrassing stories tucked away, so laugh it off. Embrace those moments. They make life colorful and relatable. After all, who doesn't love a good story about falling flat on their face? It's proof that perfection is overrated. Celebrate your quirks. They make you uniquely you. You were alive, but you don't remember anything. Why? This strange phenomenon is called infantile amnesia. Most people can't recall events from their early childhood, typically before the age of 3. But what's happening in our brains during this time? When we're born, our brains are like sponges, soaking up information, yet they're not fully developed. The hippocampus, crucial for forming memories, is still maturing. This means that while we experience life, we lack the ability to store those memories long-term. As we grow, our brains undergo rapid changes. New neural connections form, but early memories often fade away. It's as if our minds are clearing out old files to make room for new ones. This process is essential for cognitive development, allowing us to learn and adapt. Interestingly, some fragments of early experiences may linger, influencing our preferences and behaviors. But without clear memories, it's a mystery. Why do we forget so much? It's a natural part of growing up, shaping who we become. Isn't it fascinating how our minds work? You know you should be working, but here you are watching this video instead. Procrastination is a sneaky thief. It steals your time and dreams. Why do we fall into this trap? Instant gratification plays a huge role. Scrolling through social media feels good now, but that deadline looms larger each minute. The thrill of immediate pleasure often overshadows long-term goals, but there's hope. Start by breaking tasks into bite-sized pieces. A big project can feel overwhelming. Tackle it in small steps. Set a timer for just 25 minutes. Focus solely on your task. When the timer goes off, take a short break. This technique, called the Pomodoro technique, can boost productivity. Another trick? Prioritize your tasks. Use a simple list. Identify what's urgent and important. When you know what to focus on, it's easier to get started. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just begin. The satisfaction of crossing off tasks will motivate you to keep going. Take control of your time and watch your life change. Want to be more likable? Science says this works. Imagine walking into a room and instantly connecting with everyone. It's possible. One powerful trick is mirroring. When you subtly mimic someone's body language, they feel more at ease. This creates an instant bond. Just lean in when they lean in, or smile when they smile. It's simple but effective. Next is the name trick. People love hearing their own name. Use it in conversation. It shows you care and makes them feel special. Just a casual mention can light up their face. It's a small gesture with a big impact. Then there's the similarity effect. We naturally gravitate towards those who share our interests and experiences. Find common ground. Ask questions about their hobbies or passions. When you discover shared interests, it sparks connection. These psychological tricks are backed by science. They're not manipulative. They're genuine ways to foster relationships. So go ahead, try these techniques. Watch as your likability soars. You'll be amazed at the connections you create.